everybody, this is gonna be my first video, and I thought I'm doing a buddy color with my friend Rachel, which is Rachel Henderson Coloring with a U. She's in the UK. She's one of my really good friends. We picked this picture in Circle of Life, this book here. If you don't know about this book, check it out on Amazon. This is an amazing Melopemene, and I cannot say the last name, but this is an amazing book. And they have another one coming out, Nature Mandalas, that is going to be really cool. Pre-ordered it, of course I did, but I decided to do my own little thing on YouTube, just doing some basic color and chat videos, some haul videos, completed pages videos, little bits and pieces. If you hear noises in the background, that'll be one of my kitty fur babies. I got a chatty one. She likes to meow, so you'll probably hear that. And I have a boyfriend who likes to talk when he plays his video games, and he may pipe in once or twice. So I will apologize if that distracts anybody, but I'm going to do this dream catcher picture with the waterfalls. I think this will be maybe a 2-part, 3-part video, just kind of chatting, and I'm going to be using my beautiful Prismacolor pencils. Funny story about the Prismacolors. I bought way back at the beginning of 2021, I bought everybody's dream who loves Prismacolor pencils. I bought the 150 set. Well, I couldn't get the hang of them to save my life, so I sold them. I won't tell you how much I sold them for, because you'll all be like, are you crazy? But I sold them to a lady friend at work, and then I bought myself a little 24-pack of Prismacolors. Watched a couple YouTube videos, and went, wow, that was a mistake. I sold the Grand Champion set of Prismacolors, and now I really love them. So I waited a while, used my 24 set down to nubs, and then I decided to spring for the 72 set. I wasn't ready to do the 150. Learned my lesson the first time and decided that I was going to do them a little bit, do a smaller set first. So I went for the 72 set. And right now I'm using Crimson Red PC 924 to do the feathers. You'll find that I'm a straight colorist. Some people think that's kind of boring. I don't do a lot of shading. I get in moods where I do like to do shading, but I'm not the best at it. I do find great comfort in just flat out coloring, just straight. You know, you're in grade school again, coloring a big coloring book full of cartoon characters, but my books are more expensive. So, but yeah, so now I have a 72 set of Prismacolors, and I enjoy using them. One of my heroes, who is Corey at Colorfully Optimistic. If you haven't checked out her channel, check her out on YouTube. Hit her up on Instagram and check her pictures out. But she uses a lot of Prismas, and she kind of got me back into them, had me give them a second chance, and I love them to no end. Polychromos are still my favorite. They're not a budget pencil. Prismacolors aren't really a budget pencil either. Some people do call them budget pencils. I do not, because if anybody's looked at the price, I spent a pretty penny for the 72 set, so I don't consider them budget pencils. But you can buy them open stock. I get them through Blick, Blick Art Supplies. I'm not sure if Jackson's Art sells them open stock or not. But, you know, if you're looking for Prismacolor replacements, check out Blick, and you can get them relatively inexpensively per pencil. It's a hit or a miss. There are colors that I've used quite a bit, and there are some colors that I really love that I'll probably get open stock. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I hope so. I hope my hand's not in the way. Not that I'm doing anything spectacular. Straight coloring is not, you know, some people say it's like watching paint dry on a wall, but I enjoy it. So, but this channel is going to be my little contribution to ColorTube. I don't have a lot of amazing things to say. I don't, you know, you'll hear me complain about my job or talk about my fur babies or my grandchildren. I do have grandchildren. You know, I don't, you know, have a lot of compelling conversation. I'm not sure. I don't watch a lot of color and chats. My time is limited when I get home from work, and I tend to save my video. Let's see. Let me move my book a little bit, guys. There we go. Save my video time for some of the bigger ones, like tutorials. I like to watch those. Some of my idols on ColorTube do some amazing tutorials, but I don't really watch color and chats, so I'm not sure what people chat about. Maybe in the comments, if you caught this video, you could give me some ideas, things that you want to hear me talk about, and other things that you'd like to see. I kind of figure that I'll record things that I enjoy watching myself and hope that I get some people that kind of watch it. But in my daily life, I'm an office manager at a bakery, and I do a lot of balancing money and data entry and use my years and years of customer service skills, except my customers are my employees. It's a unique work environment. I've never worked in a bakery before, but I saw it advertised, and I have been an office manager before, and I decided, well, I'm going to try and get this office manager job. So I applied and I got the job. So I've been there about a year, and I like it okay. I like the people that I work with. Great bunch of girls. 99% of the staff is girls. They like to gossip, they like to laugh, they like to have fun. And I sit in my office and I kind of listen, get my little chuckles. The big boss, the general manager, sits in the office with me, and she and we sometimes listen to a YouTuber who does scary true stories of the supernatural, I guess. True stories. Depends on what you believe, I guess. Check him out, Mr. Ballen. Ballen. He's got some interesting little tidbits and stories, but if you don't like scary stuff or you don't like aliens and that kind of thing, don't listen to him. But we listen to that, sitting there doing our own thing. I also am the wedding consultant there, so I take the cake orders, and we do a lot of wedding cakes. I found it to be pretty fascinating. The person that I replaced, she didn't like the brides. She didn't like dealing with the brides, and said that brides can be rude and pushy, and I haven't come across that really. I've had a bride or two who definitely knows what they want, but I've not run across any that have been rude. They've all been pretty decent with me. So that's been lucky. I call it a 1-bedroom house, though technically there's an upstairs to my house, but me and my boyfriend live in a 1-bedroom upstairs crafty room that nobody can fit in because the ceilings are way too low, so there's no light up there. So anything you do up there, you got to do during the day. And we have 2 fur babies. I have a young cat who's about a year. Would you say a year and a half, honey?
On there.
She's about a year and a half old, and she's the chatty one. She's a lover. She loves to get her attention. Right now she's mad at Mommy because Mommy has her lap desk on her lap, and she can't sit with Mommy, so she's with Daddy. And we have a senior cat who will be 15 this year, I believe. And she's our little black cat. She's got some white on her, so she's not a completely black cat, but she's set in her ways and old, and she's still got some play in her, though. She chases around her little sister when they get along. The first time, for about the first, I want to say 2 months, that we brought Belle, our younger cat, home. Our older cat, it was midnight. She didn't leave the house or the bedroom. We had to move her cat litter box in there, and so we were sharing our room with the cat litter box and cat food, and then eventually she started coming out, so we moved everything back out here, and now they share the room, though sometimes it gets a little dicey. But all in all, they're good girls. They, can you guys see? I'm going to wiggle you a little bit. So if this makes you guys sick, I'm sorry. There we go. If there's any bouncing with the camera, I'm trying out this setup to see if it works better than putting you guys on my kitchen table, which was a nightmare. And everything's sliding, guys. Everything's sliding. So I'm gonna try it this way. Finished with the red, so now I'm gonna go, can you see that? I'm gonna go to Sienna Brown, PC 945, and I'm going to do the Dreamcatcher frame. I'm not going too crazy with the colors for this picture. I kind of had an idea in mind when I saw the picture. So eventually, if I can work it out get a setup that I can use at my kitchen table, you'll see me do some pictures where I incorporate alcohol? No. Sorry, guys. Acrylic paints and watercolors. And pan pastels. Well, pebbles, but kind of like pan pastels. And distress inks and that kind of thing. I do mess with those. And that's always fun. Sorry, I say a lot. I do that in actual conversation. So, yep, see? Let me see, what else can I tell you? Besides coloring, I read quite a bit. I generally prefer fantasy, but I have been known to read a biography or a career development book or things like that. And so I divide my time. I used to be a diamond painter. I spent quite a bit of money buying diamond paintings, and then just kind of fizzled out, and I don't do it very often anymore. I keep them all, though. I haven't sold any of my diamond painting stuff, just in case the urge comes back and I want to do them. You would think it would be something, like seasonal, like, maybe in the winter I'd want to do about diamond painting, but that didn't happen this past winter. Coloring seems to be my biggest love. I've tried learning how to shade. I do okay. Rachel, my friend Rachel, she does tutorials, and I watch quite a bit of her tutorials, and I watch all of her videos, but I've tried following some of her tutorials, and I do all right. My natural leanings is to do straight coloring. I have been watching Corey at Corey, why can't I remember your channel when I really need to? I watch Corey at Corey, what's the name of your channel? Let me run through the channels in my head a second. I watch Corey do hers, and I watch Erica at Elm Colors do hers. I watch Coloring with Kay. She does a lot of coloring chats where she does like little tutorials and stuff like that. Can you guys see? There we go. And it's pretty good. I have, like I said, I have my fans, or not my fans. I am a fan of a number of YouTube channels. Lauren loves to color. I buddy color with her pretty often, and I enjoy doing her. She does a lot of color by numbers, which I do a lot of color by numbers, and it's fun to find somebody who wants to buddy color by numbers. Gets my quota in. You'll find when I do my completed pages videos that a lot of my pictures are color by number. And sometimes, well, it goes in streaks. Sometimes I do a lot of color by numbers, and then sometimes I do a lot of pictures like this. It all depends, number one, on what buddy colors I have scheduled, because I like to have 2 or 3 going on. Most often it's going to be buddy colors with Rachel, because we have some of the similar books, Rita Berman books, the Circle of Life book, Joanna Basford books, and we do a lot of buddy colors in those. We went through a streak where we were doing all Rita Berman pictures, and that was fun when Rita came out with her Europa book. And I just discovered I bought a Hannah Carlzon book a long time ago, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the pictures. That partly is because there are people in it, and I have no skill whatsoever with coloring people. I don't have hair skill. I don't have flesh tone, making it look realistic. So I don't typically go for those pictures. But I saw a flip through of one of Hannah's older books, Daydreams, I believe it was. And there were some pictures that I was just like, I gotta have that book. And what you'll find if you watch me long enough is I have complete the series syndrome, where if I order one book from a series and I really like it, I end up ordering them all. At one point, I think my boyfriend was going to go slightly insane because there was an Amazon package every day, at least one. And that's kind of slowed down, partly because, I don't have the money to do that. Back when I was doing that, I'd gotten tax money and was just building up my stock of coloring books, and now I have well over 200, and I'm actually going to be going through them and purging out ones that I just never color in, because somebody will enjoy them and actually color in them. And people say, why don't you sell them? And I'm like, because I want people who couldn't necessarily afford to buy these books new to buy these books at a consignment shop, or not a consignment shop, but like a Goodwill or something like that, where they can get them cheaper. So I'm off camera again, guys. Why didn't you tell me? But it'll work out. But I'm hoping that this channel garners some people to watch and enjoy, and maybe see some books that you want to order, or come up with, tell me what you want to see, tell me what you want to hear about. Oh, look at that, I missed a red, guys. Hang on, let's go back and grab the red and get that one I missed. And then I think I am going to crimson red, right guys? PC's 924. And then I'm going to probably end this video, get it edited, and I'll probably put this away for the night so that we can work on it together again in a little while. So I appreciate everybody for watching, and like I said, leave in the comments things that you'd like to talk about in Color and Chats, videos you'd like to see me do. I plan on this weekend doing a haul video to kind of show what I've got throughout the first part of March. I'm probably going to do my haul videos in like 2 sections, like one in the middle and one at the end, so that I'm not doing a huge hour-long video at the end of the month, because my completed pages videos are going to be a little longer, because I do pretty much color every night, and on the weekends I color all day, so there'll be quite a few pictures to show, and I do kind of want to go slow. Some people flip really fast and I don't get to see, all the colors or whatever, and I don't really want to shortchange people. But Also, the feathers themselves, why don't you guys give me suggestions what color I should add to that? Now that you kind of see what I'm starting out with. This inner ring right here is going to be a different shade of brown. The leaves are going to be green, obviously. So give me an idea of what the feathers should be. Let's make it a little interactive so you guys can help me complete this picture. So thanks everybody for watching. Give me any advice for a newbie, and I will talk to everybody later. Bye.